Today on Wynn Calls the Heart, we talk about something old, something new, something borrowed, and definitely something blue. Stay tuned, Hearties.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, Hearties. Welcome back to Wynn Calls the Heart. It is AfterBuzz TV's after show. We are here listening to amazing music.
So soothing.
Let it swell. Love it.
Yes.
Welcome back, Hearties. Back to AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, Marisa Serafini. And joining me, I have...
I'm James Lott Jr. in the role of Maria Provenzano Davis.
And Maria's not here this week. I had her last week.
It was so good to see her.
It was great to see her.
It was. And I know you Hearties loved having her too. But I am back. I'm back. Thank you, everybody.
James is back.
I'm back.
Yeah, the void was definitely, there when you weren't here.
I know the three of us have been together so long.
I know.
Right.
I cannot remember the last time us three have been together.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Shoot.
It's been a while.
Well, we're here doing season 5, episode 4. Open Hearts. We're very excited for this episode.
Yes.
I do have to apologize. We're late
Yes.
today.
Right. Yes.
We'll do just some housekeeping there.
Yes.
I was producing a show with Kevin Undergaro, our executive producer and founder of AfterBuzz TV.
Yes. And he's our buddy.
Literally right before our show.
Yes.
So when the executive producer says jump, you say how high?
Yes, you do.
And in what shoes?
Because of him, we have this. So
yes, because
we're
of
here.
him. So that is why that I'm just being
late.
honest with you. That's the reason why
Yes,
we're
we're
running late. But yes, we're here. Nevertheless, thank you everyone for joining us in the live chat.
I
We
know.
have 75 people watching us.
Already.
Look at
And thank you,
that.
Mike, for the well wishes. And yes, Michigan Hearties, I'll be seeing you next month. A month from
What's up, man,
today or so. I'll be
Hearties?
seeing you guys.
Yes. So things we'll talk about this episode before we get into it.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about the wedding plans, Jack and
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Sophia and Carson, what's up
Yes.
with them? The bank, what's up with them?
Yes.
Jess and Claire, they're definitely.
I was
something
very
up
happy
with
about
them.
that. Yes.
We'll definitely get into it.
Yeah.
But James, what were your quick thoughts?
Okay, first,
of
really
this
quick.
episode?
So, yeah, if somebody was saying, people were saying they couldn't see, just refresh your screen again one more time, and it'll maybe catch it. Because you guys have been waiting for a while for us.
I know.
So I had to refresh
I'm
my
sorry,
screen too.
guys.
I had to refresh my screen too, and all of a sudden it was fine again. So just a little.
Seriously, personally, I'm never late. So
Yes, no, she
the
isn't
fact
at
that
all.
we were 28 minutes
Yes,
late
that's not her.
kills me right now.
Yeah,
but
so
moving on.
yeah, so just want you to know that just do that again. So let's do that. Okay, okay. This episode, you could totally feel love is in the air. You could feel that people were scared. That was in the air too. There were several things going on. To me, it was another well-rounded episode. We had a kid story. We have Abigail, and we had a lot of different stories today. But of course, they didn't forget about Jack and Elizabeth and all this other that's going on with them. And it felt really like a real strong, fun episode leading to the one that's, of course, next week. What do you think?
I love this episode. There were so many moments where I was like, yeah, get it, you know? And there were like a lot of fist pump moments. When it comes to Jack, we'll definitely talk to him.
Yes.
And Clara, she had an amazing
Yes,
moment. We'll
yes.
definitely get into that.
Yes.
And we're all excited for this obvious wedding.
Yeah, I think you guys,
and
this is
so
gonna be
is
the
the
biggest.
town.
It's gonna be the biggest episode
It's going to
ever.
be epic.
It's gonna be just.
It's going to be ridiculously epic.
yes, it is. It is.
It's going to be great.
So I think we all could feel it this episode where we felt the excitement the town felt. And that's why I
Yeah.
love when the town towards the end when they said this is our town. They're excited. They love us. They're excited for us.
So excited. We're so excited.
I know we're excited. We live there. We're
I
excited.
mean, come on.
Yes.
All right, but let's get into
Yes.
it. All right. Sophia and Carson. First, I didn't really get your thoughts of them because Sophia came in last week's episode.
Yes.
You weren't here. So your thoughts on Sophia?
So my little brief, because we couldn't
Brief,
talk forever, my brief
yes.
video, and it was kind of thank you guys for my
We
video.
did play it.
You did play it. I saw it. I watched. I just said I wasn't feeling them. I was like, I wasn't really feeling Sophia and Carson. Well, now they're now.
But-
I'm really surprised that she's gone.
Very short-lived.
That was very short. That was.
Are
that was
you surprised?
I
Did
was
you expect
surprised.
that?
No, I thought a triangle was going to happen with Faith and them, but they didn't go that direction. So it's like, which this show does that sometimes. So they will introduce characters. She may come back. Who knows?
It definitely left her open. To
Yeah,
come
totally.
back.
And he did say, I now know what it feels like to give feel love again, or feel like he's open again to love or something because he was talking to her. So he's opened up again, which means I'm all team Carson and Faith. So, I'm hoping. Oh, yes, I tweeted it. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So was Maria. So was I.
Yes.
So did
agree.
everyone. Maria and I had a fun. Actually, I'll give it to Maria. It was her idea to start a poll.
Yeah.
And we put it up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we asked you, Hearties, which Carson team are you on? Are you on Team Faith or Team Sophia? And 77 people actually voted. Thank you, Hearties.
Yeah, thank you.
Our results were 90% Team Faith,
I know,
10% Team Sophia. I feel bad for Sophia.
I know.
I mean, I said I liked her.
Yeah, I did not like her.
I wouldn't
No.
mind them two being together.
I
But
don't know. Yeah.
we just there's already established chemistry and a
Yes, I
relationship
agree.
between Faith and
Jordan
Carson.
screaming Team Faith. Right,
Team Faith, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
most
we kind
of
of
us are.
we kind of feel it. But yeah, Sophia. I mean, I did not dislike Sophia. I just didn't. I feel protective of some of our characters.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking, even though him and Faith aren't together, I just feel like that's her man. I mean, that's not really her man, but I felt that way. So I was like, who is she to come in here? So they sent her away. They mentioned, we told this before camera.
Yes, your
they
thoughts.
mentioned the San Francisco earthquake.
Yeah.
How they're still rebuilding, which is a little timely issue. And you said, what year was it?
It's very true. So, thanks to Google, it says 1906. Am I right?
Yeah, I think you are. It was.
Okay.
I wasn't born yet either, but I lived in San Francisco for 20 years, so they always talk about the big earthquake in San Francisco.
Yeah,
And
April 18th, 1906.
wow, almost the anniversary's coming up again. Wow, it's
So it's been 14 years
yeah, so far
in the time period.
yeah,
Is
and that make in a way it makes sense. They didn't have the same technology we have. That they're still
No.
rebuilding. And you know, San Francisco, all those hills.
Ooh,
They had to build.
so many
I mean,
hills.
yeah, I walked them every day. Trust me.
So many buildings too. San Francisco's gorgeous now. So
Oh yeah, you were just there recently.
I know,
That's
I
all good.
was. So
Yeah.
they definitely rebuilt.
They definitely rebuilt. Like I said, I lived
We
there
know it's
20 years. So
It's a flourishing city.
yes, that's right.
So they did fine.
Yes. So that's cool. So a little West Coast city. They brought a little bit of history in there. So that was, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I did enjoy that, and I loved how Carson did that for Sophia. I mean, she's new to the town, and I think it's just that I think he understood what it's like to start anew. And it's hard to start a new life, especially with all the factors she was going up against, being the only woman, being a woman in a man's career. Yeah. Gosh, I know that.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and I think he related to that, just
Yeah.
knowing how hard it is to start again or start on your feet.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I thought it was so nice of him to do that. He didn't have to do that,
No,
but that's
he didn't.
such a good guy Carson is.
Yeah.
And also why he also would be good with Sophia too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not knocking it. Definitely let the opportunity for her to come back or him to go to her. Because he did say, I have a good excuse to go to San Francisco.
Yes, you
So,
do. All right.
I mean, would you mind if Sophia came back? Or
Again, I want him and Faith together.
yeah,
But for sake of storyline, because this is a story, her coming back and him having to kind of choose between two, I don't mind that little triangle. Sure, why not?
but it didn't seem like he's choosing in a way.
Well, I mean, if you think about it now, he's kind of more helping her out so much. It's kind of more into leaning towards her than, isn't it? Towards Sophia, kind of. He went that far out,
Well,
but
I only say that because he didn't actively say, "Hey, I'm choosing Faith, so I'm
Yeah.
sending you away to
No,
San
that's true.
Francisco."
He did say that. That's
you know?
true.
He wasn't as direct in so many words.
he's just a nice guy. So
he was just doing
he
something
can go either direction, I guess.
super nice.
Yeah.
But Sophia can come back.
Yeah, she can come back. But I was surprised how fast they just come. Okay,
Yeah, so if you guys actually read my notes, they're actually very witty. And the whole something new, something borrowed, something old and stuff.
Yes.
So this kind of goes into something new,
Okay,
a new
okay.
relationship. Let's go into the something borrowed type of topic
Okay.
of this episode. The bank goes on credit, hence borrow.
And I was like, credits. Oh, here we go. Again, timely.
Do you okay? So how do you think this is going to affect the town now that every merchant in the town, and there's a lot of small
Yes.
mom and pop shops that are now on credit? How do you think that will help them, or do you think that will hinder them?
I think if this show does what it normally does, it's going to show us both. It's going to show us how, again, being timely, show us how credit. Many of you out there understand credit, don't you? How it could
That's
be.
why I don't have a credit card.
I don't have one either. I paid off all my debt in my 30s, so
I have enough debt and other things.
yes.
We digress.
But I think I think if this show does it, what I think it's going to do, it's going to show us the pros and cons of the town going credits. It's going to show us. And it was funny because remember Carson had money still, and she goes, She goes, cash or credit. When the only one, but she goes, say cash or credit. I started laughing like, that's so like today. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this actually plays out. But it could help the town expand their horizons and to become a bigger city where you take credit and stuff, and it could work out that way. But the bank is still the unknown factor. We don't know what's going on with the bank. Like, we don't know. That's the problem. If the bank was fine and we were doing this, it's a little safer. But everybody's kind of worried. Like, it's smart to go to credits on some level to kind of ease the town's fears.
A quick fix.
Right, it's a Band-Aid.
It's a Band-Aid. It's definitely a Band-Aid. It's not a permanent fix, though, because they're dishing out money with no actual gold finances to back it up.
Just like these days.
That's
like,
just history.
Like the 80s, like 2008.
Now,
yeah, exactly. It's like
2018 putting a timestamp on this show. But, and so that's my only concern for this town. Credit is good for now, but it could kick them in the behind later. And I'm worried for them. I really am.
I mean,
Abigail, she'll be fine. She has a very great, successful, loyal customers, especially with her business and the cafe. Everybody else, I'm not so sure.
I know. So sure. Well, her going to Gowan.
Yes.
Again, his road to redemption. His road
Your thoughts of Abigail going to Gowan? You know, people, important people, rich people. Do you think that was a good choice?
Yeah.
Or what did you like what he said?
Yeah. I'm like, it made sense to me. It totally makes sense because again, like Bill is our anti-hero kind of. You can go to him for certain things because he can get certain things done. Well, Gowan could be almost like that Chew in a sense, using his nefarious past for good. You know what I mean? Using some of his old kind of contacts, connections, the things he did that were not so great, but this time using him to help save the town. That's the redemption. That's the redemption story. It's right there.
Yeah, I'm just surprised with Abigail. She said in lines like, you know me, I'm not a gambler. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're gambling with Gowan right now. You are literally the definition of a gambler. I love you, girl, but check yourself. So I'm just like, Abigail, be smart, and she is a very smart woman.
Right.
And I do believe that she will make the right choices.
That's why I trust her.
She went to Gowan. And the town trusts her. She is the mayor. I mean, she has knowledge and she's using resources. And I completely understand going to Gowan. And we said it last after show that he has experience in finances. He knows people. I'm not denying that whatsoever. I'm just so worried about Gowan and what he does because we've actively seen the guy that he is and how he has messed and thrown the town under the bus. So I'm very concerned when you get Gowan involved in
that's the thing. The whole gambling thing. That's when he said, "You became mayor. It means you are a gambler."
You are a gambler, yeah.
So I feel she's doing what she thinks she needs to do to help the town, and she's putting her belief in Gowan that he's going to again use his kind of nefarious past to help them now in the future in a good way.
Yes.
And the look she gave him when she was walking away, what do you about that? It was like, just kind of a lingering kind of connection look. Connection.
You call it connection. I call it like I'm keeping my eye on you.
I'm sipping my tea though. But
You're sipping your tea. But okay, so that kind of also goes into my something old.
Oh, yes.
Again, my notes are more witty to me than they might be to you guys. But Gowan, I have in my notes, Gowan being his old, insecure self. And he thinks the town is out to get him, rightfully so.
Right.
That brings us to Gowan and Jesse.
That was interesting.
And Lee.
That was very interesting.
So
it was very
there's a new
interesting.
position at the Lee's lumber place, sawmill. And he actually asked Jesse if Gowan is a good good fit for this. Your thoughts?
First of all, I'm going to Jesse. Look how times have changed. Again, redemption stories. Jesse's one of my favorite characters, and I'm really watching his journey. And this made me excited when he went to him. Now he trusts him and his judgment. That's how far he's come. And I always said this on the show. I've said this last season and everything. He just needs guidance. And I think with the right guidance, he could change. He'll always probably have that kind of insecure parts of him here and there that will creep up. But so far, he's been not going that direction. He's going the other direction. So I really like the journey of Lee saying, okay, what do you think? You're out there with them. What do you think? But then it was about Gowan. So it's it's like, Jesse had his past, Gowan had his past. It's as everybody said, a good redemption story. He's matured a lot.
Yeah, Jesse, and you know me, I was against Jesse.
Yes, I know.
I'm eating crow, you guys. Okay, like I didn't like Jesse because of his past and the guys he was hanging out with, but it also shows the true test and characters of the other good men in this town that are rubbing off on Jesse.
I agree.
You know, Jesse has changed his ways. He's gotten older, more mature, more experienced. He's around better people, so Gowan needs that. And that's the ironic thing is Gowan's been with these guys.
Right.
That's just who Gowan is.
Right. So it's interesting to have when they had the exchange between when Gowan confronts Jesse. That was just right. It's like these two characters who were not the best characters in character, having a kind of a little showdown and really showing us that Jesse has grown and matured so much. I was just like, man, this is not about you, so to speak. The other person was better for the job.
Right.
It wasn't really about you. It wasn't trying to do anything against you. But then Gowan thinking it was against him was totally natural.
Make you feel like a man.
Yes. It made sense that he thought people were after him. He did bad. So, I mean, of course.
Rightfully so.
Right. So he should feel that at first.
I mean,
But Jesse trying to convince him, no, that it actually wasn't about you. And this person, it was too soon. Yeah. So
well, like, I love Jesse's explanations. Like, there are other guys that have been here longer who deserve a chance to have this position to make more money.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
Seniority.
Complete
seniority.
I believe in that completely.
Earned seniority.
Yes, exactly.
But that kind of leads us into the Jesse and Claire.
Yes.
Your thoughts when Clara spoke up to Gowan. I love this one.
I was like, wow. Like, hashtag me too. Woo. She was working it out.
No.
She is defending her man.
I said, way to go, woman. Stand by your man. Tammy Wynette style. I'm so old.
I love it. And I get that because I'm old, so I get that reference. But no, it's funny because with her, sometimes you don't, I mean, we forget how feisty she can be. And she's young and feisty. And now she just stood up to Gowan, like, no, you would not talk to Jesse that way. And even though they weren't back together yet.
If it concerns Jesse, it concerns me. Yeah, girl. He's a far better man than you will ever be. Oh, snap, girl. I was like, don't mess with her. First of all, her hair on point.
Yeah, look good.
On fleek, whatever 21st century you want to use. Loved it.
No, the shoulder bump was priceless.
They had the whole shoulder shove.
Yes.
I was like, all right.
I did.
Literally shoulder to shoulder with Gowan. I was like, all right, girl. Do it. I loved it.
Women are strong. I would not mess with a woman. Sorry, they're strong.
Don't mess with Clara.
Don't mess with Clara. Don't mess with her.
And also just establishes her place in this town, too.
Yes, but also showed that she still loves Jesse and feels for him. And, you know, young folks go through their problems, so they do, and so.
Yeah. So your thoughts of them finally getting back together?
I was happy. Clearly, I was happy because, you know, I'm for the couple.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is great, and we need the young couple back together again.
We do.
And facing things together and not apart. So I was very happy about that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has felt the way I feel about you.
I know.
Aww.
I'm so happy.
Not sappy, but in such a good way.
Well, she found love again.
Yeah.
He got redemption. It's a great story.
Yeah, people are saying finally. I also have it in my notes. Finally.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Nice
I mean,
smooch.
it's been three episodes since they took a quote unquote break.
Yes.
But long enough.
Yeah.
21 days in real time.
You're right. No, right.
That's a long time.
Well, that's a long time to have a break. I know that's true.
It's a long time.
But I'm glad that the Teen Classie's back together. We're ready to go forward, and we'll watch them probably really enjoy the wedding and get inspired, hopefully.
Yes, yes. Well, before we move on to our something new, you want to do some shout outs to your Hearties?
Yes, I see Royal Masterpiece. I see there's somebody here named Chickens.
Chickens, hi.
Hi, Chickens. Erica Porsche. I'm seeing names I've never seen really before. Christy Payne, Brooke Kelcherborn. Let's see. I say it every single time. Janette MSU. Of course, I have to say that, of course.
Hi.
Hannah Szymanski.
There you go.
So I get my Midwest on. Valerie Slover, Jordan Blackstone, DRB 4448, Trisha Kalstein, our girl, of course. Lori Pearson, Maya Ruffin, Lee Beth. Oh, I said that. I'm seeing names I know. Janet Idzak. Hope I said it correctly. John G 500. Kristen Frottenberg.
Frottenberg, our German Hearties.
Yes, I Heart Knits. Sharon Stark, excuse me. Elizabeth Pierce, Jamie Ann 211. We have 94 people in here.
Mine says 113.
Wow, that is amazing.
Hi, Hearties.
Elaine Purser.
Everyone's excited for the wedding.
Excited for the wedding. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. And then Lindsay Leak. Oh, I know Lindsay Leak because I love the way you spell your name. Joanna Hunt. There's some people in here. There's some names I haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
And
chickens is killing me.
Chickens is hysterical, and you're making me hungry.
Yeah, me too.
So thank you everyone for tuning in every single week. You guys are fantastic.
Okay, Joyce Keeler, who has a new, she's new.
Hi,
she's making banana bread right now while she's listening.
I love banana bread.
I can't have banana bread anymore, you guys, because my heart. I had to go to the hospital and take care of my heart. So
I'll take your banana bread.
Take my banana bread. So I can't do it right now. I love banana bread too.
We completely digress. But
yes.
Thank you, Hearties.
No, we're so glad you're joining us.
You guys are fantastic.
Yes, we're glad you're joining us.
And also, while we're at it, our iTunes, our When Calls the Heart iTunes after show is now its own singular show again. I'm so excited. If you guys didn't check out the AfterBuzz website right now, we did a huge overall. It looks better. It's newer.
Yes.
Everything's concise.
But all the When Calls the Heart episodes are there in one.
Yes.
Our specials, everything, they're all right there.
It's
easy.
all its own show
so
again.
So subscribe.
Yes, go to iTunes, AfterBuzz TV, When Calls the Heart. We are right there.
You were posting some on how to do it on some pages, so you were doing something, weren't you?
I was on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
So the Facebook Hearties were wondering how you download.
Yeah.
Go to iTunes.
It's
download.
super easy.
Hit subscribe.
Yes. Rate and comment. Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think. We love the show.
Yes. You know we love the show. We're gushy.
We're gushy. We are gushy.
We're gushy.
Tell us how gushy we are. With 5 more stars.
Exactly.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
To the something new. They're getting married. Jack and Elizabeth are getting married. Everyone's excited. Wedding plans. The town is excited.
Makes sense.
First of all, are you surprised how the town got so involved?
No.
In their plans.
No, of course not. And this is classic. Anybody who's been married or getting married knows there's a lot to do to get married. And of course, having Rosemary, my girl, in charge, my girl in charge. I mean, I knew it was gonna be this kind of crazy, funny, stress out fest for them. And Jack and Elizabeth are going through what most couples go through when they're going through the wedding planning process. So we just elope. So we just go on our own. So we just want time together. I mean, it was very realistic.
Yes, before the elope, actually, Jack goes to Elizabeth's father
in
Hamilton to get his approval for Elizabeth's hand in marriage. Your thoughts?
Okay, because I wrote this little note down.
As you go through your notes.
My note cards.
Sip your tea.
My tea. No, so okay, here's my thing. I actually have a question, and I'm not trying to nitpick or anything, but I'm just wondering why it just seems so abrupt. It was like he went and saw the dad. They left it open that he really didn't give approval, but he was like thinking about it when it cut to later, he was like, he gave approval. I wish there was a little more with the dad.
Like how much more?
I don't know. I should have been maybe another scene or something, or just
like what else could the father be doing other than giving his approval to Jack?
I don't know. I just felt like with this, like where's Julie? I was wondering where she was too.
She's off being an artist.
I guess I was like, was she be around for her sister's wedding plans?
And apparently Viola had a new baby.
Yeah, there's a few things.
Congratulations to the Thatcher family. They're getting bigger too.
They're getting bigger too. So I'm like, it's like.
They just had to drop those nuggets. The mom's gone.
Viola had a baby, and they're like,
the father's the only one there.
Yes, exactly.
Let's talk to him first.
I liked their exchange. It was very realistic exchange. But I don't know. Somebody said they agree with it. Should have been more. I don't know. It should have been I feel like there was something missing that would have that would have felt more authentic. That he is going to go because Jack said, "I'm going to marry her anyway."
Right.
So his response.
Marry her anyway.
His response. I'm a father myself of 2 girls. So when my daughter is married, so I know what that. I know a daughter who wants to get married. She wants to get engaged. So
as a father, would you want the soon-to-be son-in-law come to you for approval?
Yes.
Yes.
Even today, I'm old-fashioned that way.
Old-fashioned.
And my daughter, who's with her man, he told me he wants to ask her to marry her one day when he's ready. He has my phone number. He has all my stuff. He needs to contact me. I think it's just his and my daughter's mother. I think there should be. I like traditions like that. I just think they're grown folks, of course, and do whatever they want. But I like traditions like that. I'm close to my daughter, and you met her. I'm close to my daughter. I'm really close to her. And I think I like traditions like that. Like, why not? I mean, it's something that just shows respect, and we're going to become family. And the men need to work things out a little bit. Men are a little harder when it comes to like that. When it comes to father-daughter, I'm telling you just right now, you have a father you're close to. Just that it's a for fathers. That's my those are my babies. I mean, those are my girls. My little girl. They will always. They could be.
I'm the baby.
My little girls are 30 and 29 years old. But anyway, but still, they're my babies.
I get that.
So I thought I don't know. I mean, some people say they kind of feel like the same thing. There's something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what. I feel like it should have been like one more scene or something.
Or
where
maybe not more scenes or more footage. I actually expected more pushback from the father.
Yeah, they could. Maybe that's
just more tension.
Maybe that's it.
Not another scene, just more tension or more of a struggle for Jack to get an approval, because that's what I thought it was going to be.
There you go.
Because I mean, I did like what Jack said. You know, he says, I will devote my life to making her, Elizabeth, happy. And, you know, marriage is about the future, and they want to start a family together. And it's not about the past and where they come from and their backgrounds. And I think Jack said all the right things because, it doesn't matter where they come from. It's where they're going to in the future. And we did ultimately get the approval from the father. So I liked it, albeit short. I don't mind it though. Maybe
that's what it is, and I think maybe you expressed it before. Just like this, I just like, well, I'm getting married to her anyway, so you can't say anything anyway. But like, he's the father. I mean, it's just kind of.
And he did not necessarily make an excuse, but he did explain why he didn't traditionally ask him first, because he was going off to the Northern Territories. He didn't have time. Time is not on his side.
Right.
So like, I understand that. He gets the approval. Yay! They're officially getting married. Do you think the family will be at the wedding?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, well, so will Julie be there? Will Mom and Dad be? Yeah, will they be there? I'm really curious too.
Because there's a lot of promo pictures that are out. I'm not looking at them.
Well, I haven't seen them. Oh, there is.
Don't see the Thatcher family there.
Really?
I mean, they could be.
How are promo pictures getting leaked out?
I don't know. I
haven't seen anything.
I don't know. I'm saying there's a lot of teaser promotional photos.
Okay, right. Oh, okay.
None of which have the Thatcher family.
Interesting.
So I'm not saying that they're not there. I'm just saying I haven't seen that they're not there.
I mean, maybe they're trying to really tell us that this town is their family. Maybe that's the focus. That this town is their family.
Speaking of the town, we get Dottie, Rosemary, Clara getting involved. We get Bill and Lee getting involved with the plans. Dottie and Rosemary making the wedding dresses and the wedding plans for Elizabeth. Your thoughts on their involvement? It was
totally natural. I wouldn't expect anything less. And the fact that Elizabeth's like, well, I don't want anything too expensive.
Especially now everyone's on credit.
Right, I know. But Rosemary, of course, is like, it's just your day. I love what she said, you only get married once. I know back then that's what they did, they got married once.
I know. I actually laughed at that because
I did chuckle a little bit.
It's sad how in today's age, you don't.
No.
Get married like 3 times.
My parents are on several marriages at this point. So, I mean, so it's kind of like.
On a third.
Yeah, it's
not to call him a sister.
Let's call it a sister, right? No, but I mean, like, they are. I mean, so my parents are on several marriages at this point. And even though they're working now, I mean, their last marriages took. But it's just funny that back then, that's what was. It's just, you only get married once. Yeah. And chances are you'll either die out before, Yeah. But like, that's how relationships last. You find your one monogamous true love, and you live and die happily together. Yes. So,
oh, back then, those were the days.
I love it.
I did like how they got involved because it came from a sweet place.
Yes.
They're also very excited. We saw Rosemary's wedding.
Yes.
How the town came together for that.
Yes, we did.
For as brief as that was. And it just shows that she's also in a good place, too, to help with Jack and Elizabeth.
I agree.
Everyone's just like they're so part of that town.
Yes, it's everyone. I had a niece who she had her first baby, and our whole family and community was part of that baby, of that pregnancy and the birth. My niece, Maggie Grace, I love you. But we were all part of it, and that's what this episode reminded me of. That just that it reminded me this whole town is invested in these two getting married. They are the leaders of the town. I mean, I know Abigail's leader of the town too, of course, and Bill kind of is one too. But they're the heart of the town. I should say they're the heart of the town.
They're the heart. They're the glue.
Yes.
They are whatever the rock foundation that keeps them together.
Yes.
Whatever euphemism you want to use.
Right.
I agree.
It's very lovely to see that. And again, they show. I love the sense of community they show on the show, and how we all should have more of that in our lives. sense of community. Just come together for for good or bad. You come together to help the village. You know how I feel about that.
They are the village. They are the village.
Yes.
What are your thoughts of the bachelor party? Well, we'll start with Jack's bachelor party. You know,
it's funny.
Billy giving a toast, Henry crashing.
Yes, Henry coming in. I mean, Jack is gracious, and he was like, he's part of the town.
He's part of the community.
So okay, I mean,
sorry, Gowan, this is a private event.
Yes, I know. So like,
but I'm not a bachelor, so
no. So I mean, it's funny how I'm just seeing bachelor parties and bachelor so tame. It's been a while since on TV. So like, oh, it's really tame. Like just playing darts and just hanging out. I mean, I like seeing the men bond, and that's why I say this is one of the reasons why I think men should watch the show. They really do show the male characters interact with each other as men. They're not being emasculated or anything. They're being total men. And I love they show them when they come together, be there for each other for, again, good times and bad. And that's why I love, they're all gentlemen and they're all funny and be a little rascally and have fun.
Yeah.
And they're still guys. They're all dudes. Whatever they called them back then, they were dudes.
Yeah. Trisha Kelston in the live chat says, loved how Jack showed kindness to Henry, believes in redemption. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all do. They're definitely building the redemption story. I don't think he earned
to Marisa's
his place
chagrin
at the bachelor party yet in this particular episode, especially how he was treating Jesse.
But you see, Jesse came back. It was like
he came around too.
Yes.
They were civil. Like, I'm glad that Henry Gowan is actually civil with everyone right now.
I agree.
They're not going to forget what he's done.
No.
They're slowly working at forgiveness. So am I. Because I feel like he's done me wrong as well. But it's definitely opening up the story for redemption, and I get that.
I agree.
We're getting there.
It's getting there.
The
path is happening.
But surely.
Yes.
The bachelorette party. What do you think of the women there giving all that something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue?
What if they blew? Nothing blue yet.
Not yet.
They were all
what could that be? It's a surprise.
They were like,
surprise later. That's what they said.
So no blue.
No blue.
But I thought it was very sweet that Rosemary gave her grandmothers for the something
Bracelet.
borrowed.
Their bracelet.
Yeah, bracelet. It's like, look how far they've come.
I know.
I mean, this is. I love when
so far.
When she said it's borrowed. It was kind of funny at the end. It was very sweet. It was a sweet tea. It was a sweet tea, and it was nice seeing the ladies all come together again, showing us the town. And I see why the ladies like watching the show. So the ladies, all these strong women together,
healthy relationships,
healthy, supporting each other. Women can support other women.
It's
it does
true.
happen.
Me
and
too.
This town, yes, it shows it.
Absolutely.
They do. And Abigail was right there where she's actually supposed to be. And Claire and her gift was what she made. I even made the box too. I was like, that's so cute.
I love Claire in this episode. She was so good.
They gave her really a lot of stuff this episode. I was like, wow, I loved it.
So the something old was Rosemary's grandmother's bracelet. Something new was Claire's embroidered handkerchiefs. Something borrowed was Abigail's pearls earrings that she wore at her wedding. I was like, oh, touching.
That was very
and then
touching.
something blue is a surprise later.
Yeah.
Which we'll
I have no idea what it'll be. I have no idea.
Maybe it's a bouquet. I don't know.
Well, they asked her a flower she liked. Except for a bouquet. But I mean, but I'm like...
Something blue. That's so mysterious.
I know.
I don't want to obsess about it, but I'm curious. I'm curious. Well, why? They placed that in there for a reason.
Right, they did.
That could go into our predictions.
Yeah.
All right. But that also brings us to our something blue topic of this episode as well. Jack is blue. He finally tells us his Northern Territory woes. And I called this last after show that... I think there was a moment where Jack tried to save lives, and he couldn't. And he feels guilty, and he feels responsible. Sure enough, that happened in this episode. Your thoughts of this?
Made sense completely. I think, again, this show... It's funny, just for a quick second, on General Hospital, they had one of the main characters left the show, so they killed him while on duty. And they did a real... the whole episode was centered around his funeral. They did a real proper... officer funeral from the end of watch call. I was sounding like a baby the whole time, just trust me. From the end of watch call to the gun salute to folding the flag, like they did a good job.
Yeah,
it was like so the attention to detail was great. This show to me has shown how both sides of this, when someone goes to war, the person waiting behind, left behind, and the person who's actually gone. I like the fact that he doesn't want to give up information right away and doesn't want to talk about it. I like the fact that he's having a little problem with it. He should. He's not infallible.
He's constantly avoiding it.
Yes, and I think it's just such a great. I think they're doing such a great job with showcasing what happens when a couple has a person who's off fighting, and the part of the couple is waiting for them at home. Such great scenes, great acting. I mean, you know, Erin is such it's like a revelation to me all the time. She's just
always.
I mean, she's beautiful and we know all that, but she's such a great actress. And she really that's what it is. When she's on screen and I'm watching her face and watching how she says her words, it's like I believe that she's Elizabeth. And we know her. We know she's Erin. And we know all that stuff. But like she's Elizabeth. And then Daniel Lissing is doing such a great job conveying in his emotions in his face, the way sometimes he was sinking down his shoulders, how he really didn't want to talk about it. Because again, men do not talk that openly about their feelings. We just don't. And back then especially, we were not taught that either. You go off, you fight, you come home, you're busy worrying about your woman, the kids, the town. You don't want to burden them. And so I thought it was just such great acting. What did you think?
I loved it. It was simple, but very effective. And I loved how they finally had this moment of resolve with Jack, because I said it last after show. I don't know if you heard me, but if it's not good to go into a new marriage with baggage as serious and deep as this.
Yes.
And I'm glad that they cleared the air, because Elizabeth did say the line, like, we are a couple, we have to share this stuff with each other. I'm like, yes, Jack, open up.
Yes.
I know you don't want to, but it is better to talk it out. Communication.
Which he uses that line later.
Yes.
Not somebody else. He goes, it is better.
Well,
it was Robert. He was talking about it was better to talk about it.
Yes, but like I loved it because it's good to finally understand what he went through and what he is going to eventually go through. I hope it doesn't last too much longer. Like maybe that this burden is off of his chest and he can now actually look forward to the future and this marriage and this wedding. And I'm just glad that he has the ability and to allow the audience know that this couple will work when they communicate to each other.
Yes.
Relationships work when you talk to each other, not open up and not have disconnect. You have to open up.
I agree.
That way.
I agree.
Communication, you guys.
Communication, folks.
Communication
is key.
It is key.
And I like that. Yeah, he gave advice to Philip. I love when he gave that. I love that he passed. It was like a little nugget he passed on.
That also goes into my also something blue. Who else is blue in this town? We have Philip. First of all, your quick thoughts of Elizabeth asking Philip to be the ring bearer.
Very cute, but I thought maybe Cody.
Cody, I know. I thought Cody. Cody was a shoo-in.
But he's a little older. Maybe
he wasn't even. No, are you kidding me? My brother was 11 when he.
Was he really? I was 7. I was 7 when I was the ring bearer. So I was 7. So I don't know how much older you're supposed to be, I guess. But I did think, what about Cody? But then I thought, well,
I was like, Cody wasn't even in this episode too.
He wasn't really. Yeah, he wasn't really good. Yeah.
Cody is the, not to say the better choice, but the more obvious choice. I'm totally fine with Philip being the ring bearer. It was more of a surprise.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's cute. It's cute.
Him. Yeah, it's cute.
That's cute.
Give him a reason. Give all the kids a reason to be there.
Right. And it's funny, again, every episode they showcase each of the kids. So the kids are getting a real, when you're talking to Javen, they're getting a real chance to do some real acting and showcase their talents. Yeah. And they're part of the town. They're part of the town. Again, they're showing us how, again, as adults, how children hear and see everything and they're affected by our actions.
Yeah. What were your thoughts of Philip thinking, because Harper said when teachers get married that they have their own kids, they go away from the classroom and
that was his experience. He said that was his experience.
But yeah, what are your thoughts of Philip reacting to that though?
He's scary. He wasn't, because Elizabeth's the best teacher on earth. I want her to be my teacher. She's so good. I don't want her going anywhere either.
So she teaches us every week.
Every week. But it'd be scary. Oh, someone said they think Cody will be a junior groomsman. I can see that.
Really?
I can see that.
See, okay, some people are saying Cody is too old to be a ring bearer.
See, I
say he's fine.
See, I don't know the age limit.
I think he's too young to be a groomsman. I don't know the age limits either.
Like I said, I was 7 when I did mine.
I know we're getting married anytime soon, so I don't know. You guys got to tell me. I haven't been in that situation. So I think it's different for everybody.
Yes.
Different traditions.
Oh, Lori Pearson has a good point.
Okay.
Philip had lost his mother, and his father's moved away. Now he didn't want to lose Miss Thatcher too. That makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Marissa's not that convinced about this. Apparently, she feels for him.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you're right. To lose another female
figure,
female mother surrogate, you can say, in Philip's life. Yeah, that would be sad.
That'd be sad. I
can understand why he reacted now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't.
I forgot about that actually. I forgot.
Thank you, Lori.
Yes. Thank you, Lori Pearson.
See,
I totally forgot about that.
That's why we talking about this.
We're all the village. We talked to the other, so I forgot about that. So yeah, so that makes sense. Then he would take it really hard.
He would. Yeah, he was taking it hard. He ran away. Well,
not
he
too
ran
far.
Off to his own Terabithia there. I did like what Elizabeth said to him though. You know, this is my home. I'm
not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
I did like staying right where I am, and that's a promise. She promised you guys. She's
promised.
Not going anywhere.
She's like, how many seasons we have this show, I'm staying.
They're going to go to Chicago first.
Oh, right.
So
right.
I did like that job. I was like, I could tell you the fun places to go in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. I love Chicago.
I'm from Illinois. I could do that. And I did like how they did drop the line. Like, there's a new baseball stadium there.
Yes, right. Isn't that funny?
The field is awesome.
Yes, I love when they add some stuff like real life kind of stuff in there.
I know. I did like that.
Yes.
I was like, oh, Chicago. There you go. I know that place.
Love Chicago.
I love Chicago. It's a gorgeous place.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but I did like that, and even Philip's like, I'm mad at Mountie Jack. And I'm like, no, don't be mad at Jack. He's gone through so much already.
Can we go back for a second? Now you brought something up about Mountie.
Okay.
He should wear his Mountie outfit to the wedding. I think
so, too.
Everyone's going back and forth like, no, I agree with Jack. He should wear his Mountie uniform. Because usually people who are in some kind of military, they usually wear some military dress when they get married. That I know, the weddings I've gone to that where the husband or the wife was in the military, they wore military dress.
The military suit.
Yeah. So I think he's a Mountie. He should wear his red Mountie outfit. I mean, Rosemary's laughing about that, but I think he should.
See, I didn't even think that he should be in a tuxedo at all.
Me either.
Like, I just already assumed that he was going to be in his red serge.
Me too.
And then when they're like, you're not wearing red, I'm like, yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, what other option does he have?
That's the same way. I thought the same thing. He should wear, in my opinion, is he should wear that Mountie outfit. Everybody's agreeing with us.
Yeah.
It should be.
Red serge all the way.
She got her Mountie.
I agree.
She got her Mountie. She's going to marry her Mountie.
Marry her Mountie.
All we care about is how she looks. No. She has to look beautiful and everything. We got to see how she looks.
The white dress.
I can't wait to see how she looks.
Ooh, it's going to be.
She's beautiful again. She's beautiful anyway, inside and out. But she's beautiful. Can't wait to see what she looks like.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah. All right. Anything else about this episode?
No, it was a good episode. I think we literally this is the episode is just priming us for next week. I think it wasn't a filler or anything like that. I mean, it was a good episode, but like we're all ready for next week. I mean, everybody's ready.
So ready.
I have you guys out there.
Are you gonna wear a suit? You should wear a suit. I'll wear white.
I'll wear my bow tie. I'll wear a suit.
I'll be the female. You can be the male.
Yes. I can't wear white, so but I will wear. I'll wear my bow tie, so I'll dress up.
I'll wear white. I don't have a veil because I'm not getting married.
Do you have anything red? I don't see anything red. I have something red.
We can have our hearty party here.
Yeah, we can. I'll bring champagne. I'll bring champagne.
We have a bubbly. We're already making our plans for,
next week.
There you go. In the meantime, while you're making your plans, let's get some news, shall we?
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, some fun things are happening this past week. Erin is filming her Marrying Father Christmas.
Yes.
The third movie in the Hallmark
installment.
Those movies. I like those. She just went back to Vancouver. She's back with Niall Mater.
Yeah.
And they're filming.
So I'm sure Wendy Malick's gonna be in there. They're all back, right?
Yeah, they're all back. And this is a picture that Erin actually tweeted / Instagrammed out to the social media world. Yeah. It was International Women's Day also this past week.
Yes,
and
it was.
She's with the women crew of the movie.
Love the women. Love the women.
And if you also notice, Robin Jones' gun is in the middle.
I didn't even. Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah,
our buddy
and the author of the Engaging Father Christmas and all that. She's also there as well on set, so they're filming. Good for her. Another movie to get excited about.
Yes.
There's like 90+ Hallmark movies coming out.
You'll be covering
this year.
Your other show. You'll be covering your other show.
Definitely be watching them.
But this series, I did watch this series. I watched the first two, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, and we read the books.
We read the books, so I'm very excited.
Yes, that is currently filming. Also, Lori is filming her garage sale mystery.
Yes, I've seen all. Have you seen any of those yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I find
Why are you
marathon.
asking me?
Well, I make
I'm
sure
not asking
you watch. I
you.
know you watch everything, but I mean, I wasn't sure if you got me caught up in everything. But I saw the whole series.
Yes,
I like it.
we're both caught up on
We're
that,
caught
and
up.
there's so many of those
There
movies.
is a little
We
bit.
love them. They're so good. Yeah, there are 4 new movies in the month of August that will air every Sunday. So she's currently filming those. She's also up in Vancouver.
Maybe I'll come on for
with
those.
Erin.
For those that series. Maybe I'll come on for that.
Absolutely. When Happy Hallmarkies comes back and we cover the movies.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. You let me know.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then also Dan Lissing actually appeared on Home and Family this past week. Maria was there.
Yes.
We weren't.
and Janette was there too.
Yeah,
getting
everybody was
pictures.
there. The Hearties were
I was
also
like, you were
there.
amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are there.
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, even Dan's appearance during this interview, he says, because he wasn't on last season for Home and Family.
Right.
He was on
Right.
the year before. But he finally came back to Home and Family, and he was talking about his relationship with Erin. It's so special. He says, get to work with another actor that just brings out the best in you. Speaking about Erin, yes, she's amazing.
Yes, she is.
And he says, I feel the luckiest actor in the world. Yeah.
For an
are.
actor to get a show with a following like this of Hardy, I mean, Entertainment
No
Tonight
idea how
mentioned Hearties
Yeah.
the other night. They mentioned the Hardy. They said the Hardys are waiting for this wedding. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You started something. Like I said, it's a movement. You've started it, and now it's getting out to mainstream press.
It's a movie.
And I'm part of that. You're part of that. We're part of
all
that.
part of it. Yeah, and then also in the interview, he talked about taking his mom to the TCA event that just happened a couple months ago, and also to Vegas for the first time.
Yeah.
Vegas is fun, you guys.
I love Vegas.
If you do it right.
Yes, I love Vegas.
Yes. So before we get onto our predictions, we're actually going to talk about devotionals.
Oh, I was gonna
Back
say,
to the devotional.
before I do devotional.
Okay.
I thought we should do devotional last.
Go for it.
Okay, so I told
Sorry,
I
jumping
told
ahead.
everybody out there. No, I told everybody out there I was going to start doing some reading of your comments. Go to YouTube, go to iTunes, especially go to iTunes, especially comment and let us know because we do read those comments. And I was going to read a couple. They're really quick. If I butcher names, please, these are handles, so please help me. These were on iTunes. 5 stars, JMT0728. I wrote this a little while back. I'm a new fan of WCTH. And I discovered this podcast recently as well. I love it so much. The hosts love the show as much as I do, and it was just a blast to listen along. I feel like I'm discussing each episode with my friends.
Aww.
And then we have a newer one, 5 stars. Make sure I say this name correctly. The Angry PC Master Race. Don't know what that means.
Great name.
Don't know what that means? Okay, sounds
Okay.
really large and magnificent. So happy to found this podcast. I love When Calls the Heart, and I'm excited to listen to y'all's thoughts on each episode. And y'all, are you Southern?
Love
and then,
it. Love it.
Real quick, just speaking on his name, it's funny. It's actually a video game thing.
oh,
So it's a thing in the video game community that PC is a master race when it comes to video game consoles. That the PC is the best way to go. Just
The
a little.
more you know. Thank
way
you,
to see.
Anthony.
I don't know all that stuff. That's great.
Thank you, Anthony, dropping some pop culture
I
news
love
for
that.
us. Boom.
And just a couple things on YouTube. Harrison, which is my middle name, so I can't mispronounce that. Harrison E9502 Wico said, "Hi guys, I've been watching you guys for a while, but I just started to become more active. I also enjoy watching you guys as you are one of the only discussions about this show. Oftentimes, like tonight, I do not disagree with some of the points of discussion, but I still have fun hearing your opinions." And it just goes on to say, for the show that is Jack and Elizabeth, he was like, that being said, I love the show, and I'm very excited about the upcoming episodes. So thank you, Harrison. And Sophie Sunday, love When Calls the Heart, read the books years ago, many times, love your after show too. Always fun to listen and watch when I play my Facebook games. Look forward to much more. Love from Norway.
Hi, Norway.
So we have a Norway viewer.
What's up, Norway?
And so she's from Norway.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for watching across the pond. We appreciate that.
We love our Scandinavians, too.
Oh, boy, I love Scandinavia. I love your furniture. I have many of them much in my house.
IKEA is our best friend. There's one right down the street from us.
So I love it.
But no, thank you, everyone. And seriously, we do read your comments.
We read them.
You need love on iTunes as well.
Yes, please
now
on
that
iTunes.
we're all singular again,
Yes.
all the shows are right there for you. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's
And
not
even if
that
the
hard.
comment is just that you're glad to have these shows all in one area again, say it.
Yes.
So that because our bosses read, we all read it.
Yes.
So that's good.
Speaking of reading, let's get into the devotions. James, you had chapter 7.
If you make it, they will come.
Yes. Talk about how that applies to your life.
This is my life the last 10 years, but it's happening now. Why does God block plans we've made? How do you respond to God's different purpose for you? But it mentions in the beginning that Elizabeth's original plan was to teach in a big city. Remember that?
Yes.
That was her original plan.
She wanted to, yeah.
She kind of wanted to do that. And she's now, her purpose is Hope Valley. And it doesn't even matter about the size of the city. She's now fallen in love with teaching the students and the kids of that small town, which is growing, of course. For me, that is my life and my business. I started out being an organizer. I thought I had franchises and little super organizers everywhere. I'm wearing my shirts that I got from Vistaprint. They sent me a shirt of my company, my other life. And I thought I have a bunch of these, but somehow I fell into television and fell into radio. And now I'm doing organizing and talking about media and meeting it all together. And so for me, it's a great lesson to, when you look at things, you think that God is blocking you from the plans you've made. Actually, he's opening doors for you and showing you other things that actually are probably more suited for you. So you have to kind of, again, it's all about trusting in God and letting him guide your life and trust in what he's guiding you towards.
I agree. I completely agree, because I did read one more extra devotions from last week as well. It is, I believe it's chapter 13.
Okay,
13.
You're
Great
ahead of me,
number
yes.
for however
I know, I
you
love
want to think.
But
the whole theme is about worrying and our plans worrying. That kind of goes into the last time we talked about devotions.
Yes.
But when we worry, we pray more often, and we give our worries to God and all that. That's the whole let go and let God happens.
Yes.
Anthony, could you actually pull up, this is one of my favorite pictures ever in the world. Can you actually pull up a picture of Jesus' little girl teddy bear? Those are all the three things you need to Google. This is very important. Jesus' little girl teddy bear.
Okay.
And it will make sense in a second.
Okay.
Because we're so worried of giving up what we know and love and are comfortable with. And then we have a hard time letting go.
Yes.
When the whole plan for, yes, that's the one. The whole plan is there's always something bigger and better out there for you. And that's like, why do people worry so much? Because we're worried about the unknown.
The unknown.
The unknown is scary, and
Yes,
that's why
it's
so
very
many
scary.
people worry. And why do we?
And
always
God
bring to
tells you
that?
not to worry. Trust in him. You should not worry.
Yes. So this picture, for those who are tuning into the iTunes version, definitely check out our YouTube. We have fun pictures throughout the whole show. It's about Jesus and a little girl who's holding a small teddy bear, but behind Jesus' back is actually a bigger sized teddy bear of the same kind. It's bigger. It's better. It's a better version. But sometimes you have to have that moment where you have to let go and let God.
Ours actually kind of mixed together.
Exactly.
They're very similar.
All very relevant.
It's all about letting go and trusting, because the unknown is very scary. And of course,
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm a certified life coach. I talk about this with my clients all the time. You have to just start walking through it, and trust the right things will come your direction. And things you think are what you want to do or should be doing may not be things you're supposed to be doing. If you trust in God, he's going to show you which way to go if you're listening. So you may think you should go that direction, but maybe you should go the other direction. And you feel bad because you feel like you're losing something by not going that left turn. But the right turn is actually your path.
Right, and also that kind of just goes along with sometimes when people are so good at something, they feel like this is what they need to do. Just because you're good at it doesn't mean that's something that you're meant
That's true.
to do.
Some things
There's a
are
difference.
hobbies. Some things
Yes.
are on the side. Not all things are your career or what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly. There is a difference between work
Yep.
and then the difference between passion.
I agree. Totally agree.
And I'll end the devotions with that.
Yes.
So let's get into our predictions.
Predictions. Oh, Maria said I wasn't here last week, man.
Yes, you weren't here.
Predictions. Thank you. And Maria's like, James isn't here to do that.
I know. I was like, James isn't here.
Yes.
But you are here now.
Yes.
Your predictions.
The
go.
wedding's going to be epic. It's
That's
going to
what
be...
I have. That's exactly what I
You
have.
did? Oh my gosh, she wrote the same thing I said. It's going to be epic.
The wedding is going to be
seriously,
epic.
that's the only word I can think of. It's going to...
I know.
I really don't have any major predictions. I'm so excited to see this wedding and how lush it's going to be, how romantic. I'm going to get the tissues out. I'm ready. Get the tissues.
So ready.
I know I'm going to cry at some point. I want to hear the vows. But here's the thing. Who's marrying them?
Pastor Frank.
I-
It has to. It would totally make sense.
Ooh, is that your prediction?
Yeah, I have a prediction. Pastor Frank is going to come back
Oh.
and marry them. It just makes sense.
Wait, it does. But we haven't. I mean, ooh, that would be great. That'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, it can be wrong. Like, who else would it be?
Well, I guess Bill. Well, they have double groomsmen and double. I'm saying again. Well, there's no one else. I
No,
mean,
Pastor. It just gives him and his character a good reason to come back to Hope Valley.
yeah. Oh, that
We
would
could
be
do
nice.
a check-in on him. Where are you in life?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
How's Cape Fullerton treating you? You know, whatever.
All that I didn't think I mean, people have mentioned Frank's name, but someone says it's Pastor Frank. Spoiler. I don't know, but we'll see next week.
Pastor Frank, he's coming back.
Next week. So, now I'm even extra excited. Okay, so
I know.
that's
I'm just excited. For
yeah.
that.
Plus, he's a nice guy in real life, so we like
Well,
him.
the whole next episode is all about the wedding.
It's like, so I mean that's it. It's the wedding.
I can't imagine what other storylines they can
Me
fit into
neither.
this.
Me
I mean, we
neither.
love the town, but the town needs to take a break. This
Yes,
is Jack and
I
Elizabeth's
agree.
day.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. I'm going to be watching live, you guys. I'm going to do what Marisa told me I should do.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm old, and go on my computer and tweet, live tweet. It's like,
Yeah.
I can use my Twitter on a computer. I'm
Yes.
800
Yes,
years
you can.
old. I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. So I'm going to, I seriously cleared my schedule. I'm not going out of town.
Good.
I'm going out of town tonight. I leave tonight to see my granddaughter, but I'm back on Wednesday. So I mean, I'm here in plenty of time for Sunday and Monday. It's going to be, it's yes.
Yeah. So you're going to be here next week.
I'm going to be here. I'm going to be
Guess
here.
who's also going to be here next week?
Who's going to be here, Marisa?
We have a special guest next week, you
A
guys.
special guest.
We have Andrea Brooks is joining us.
Yes.
Nurse Faith
Yes, there's
is
going to be here.
joining us. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
I finally talked to her one-on-one at
Yes.
HFR3.
You can see that interview
She
online.
was the coolest. And I
Yes.
also talked to her fiance
Oh, okay.
for 2 hours that day too.
Wow.
He was cool too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So we have a guest, you guys.
So Andrea is joining us
Yes.
for the wedding episode.
wedding.
It's gonna our after show is gonna be awesome.
It's going to be epic.
This episode's gonna be epic. So there's really nothing else.
Yeah, no. So like that's, I mean, there's no prediction. I mean, I think it's going to be the wedding. The whole episode's going to be the wedding. It's going to be
Yeah.
preparation of the wedding, the actual wedding itself, the reception. It's going to be all about. It's good. And they get married in the church, right?
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
No, I mean, I meant
The
to say
school
the
slash
school
church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I mean, they're not gonna get married on their open plain area where the house is supposed to be. No, they have
That'd
a
be
church.
pretty. That'd be pretty though.
Yeah, but they have a church. Use it.
That's true.
That's what
We
it's
do.
there for. Going
do.
to the chapel. Going to get married.
Get
Exactly.
married.
So thanks everyone for tuning in. In the meantime, James, where can everyone keep following you?
Okay, so this week, my new single is out on March 5th. What's in February? March 15th, called "My Soul Needed a Cigarette," and it'll be out on all social media platforms. It's my most serious song to date, actually, that I wrote, and it's from my upcoming album coming out next month called "Songs My Inner Voice," my first album ever. So you can follow that and all of that on my social media platforms at James Lott Jr. everywhere.
There you go. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. You can follow me everywhere at Serafini TV. You can follow all of us here: Twitter, Facebook, iTunes, YouTube, all those fun places. Subscribe, rate, download, comment. Keep tuning in. Next week is going to be
Epic
awesome.
and awesome and epic and awesome and awesome and epic.
Yeah, we had that.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Hearties, and we will see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, Hearties.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.